In the world of K-pop, where every movement of an idol is scrutinized by millions, romance has never been a private matter. It is a high-risk product, easily ignited, easily manipulated, and even more easily distorted. The story surrounding Jungkook, BTS, and Winter, aespa, despite never being officially confirmed, exposes a harsher truth. Idols are not only managed in their careers, but also in their right to love and to break. When romantic hints become evidence of accusation. Since December 2025, Korean social media has been decoding a series of overlapping details between Jungkook and Winter, similar tattoos, matching accessories, and notably, the male idol attending an aespa concert. In a fandom culture highly sensitive to dating signals, these fragments were quickly assembled into a complete narrative, a secret relationship. What's striking, however, is this: no one actually knows the truth. Instead, the public operates on what could be called the logic of emotion, a logic that doesn't require proof, only sufficient drama. And so, an unconfirmed relationship was placed under public judgment, treated almost like a scandal in need of resolution. Norman F** King Rockwell, metaphor or emotional statement? The turning point didn't come from the hints, but from an action that seemed harmless. Winter posted the song Norman F** King Rockwell by Lana Del Rey. In pop culture language, music choice is rarely random. The song conveys a clear message: a woman frustrated with an immature, self-absorbed man who is nonetheless deeply charming. Within the context of dating rumors, Winter's action was quickly interpreted as a veiled critique of Jungkook. Yet a more critical question remains largely unasked. Was Winter speaking about Jungkook, or simply expressing her own emotions, in a system where direct expression is tightly controlled? Disappearing tattoos, breakup signal or symbolic erasure? On March 14, netizens noticed that the alleged matching tattoos had vanished. Jungkook appeared with a clean, bare arm, while Winter was suspected of covering or editing hers out in photos. In popular culture, tattoos symbolize permanence. But in K-pop, they can also become liabilities, elements that must be erased when they no longer align with a marketable image. This opens up another interpretation. The disappearance of tattoos may not just signal a breakup, but a deliberate erasure of a narrative, making way for a cleaner, more controllable image. Invisible pressure, when love collides with career. Following signs of tension, both idols displayed emotional instability. Jungkook appeared on livestream in a drunken, unsettled state, while Winter repeatedly shared melancholic breakup songs. These are not merely personal reactions, but symptoms of structural pressure. In K-pop, especially for top-tier groups like BTS and aespa, every personal decision is tied to millions of dollars in brand value. A public relationship, or even rumors of one, can directly impact album sales, endorsement deals, fan loyalty. Thus, the speculation that they were forced to break up before a comeback is not far-fetched. It reflects an unspoken rule. When love conflicts with economic interests, love is often the first to be sacrificed. Fandom, from protectors to mechanisms of control. Fan reactions escalated the situation further. Protest trucks, demands to remove tattoos, accusations of betraying fans, all demonstrate that fandom is not merely a consumer base, but a powerful controlling force. Here lies a paradox. Fans claim to love idols for their authenticity, yet resist when idols attempt to live authentically. Winter even faced a black ocean of silence, an intense form of public rejection within K-pop culture. This reveals a critical reality. Pressure does not only come from agencies, but also from the very fans who claim to support them. An unfinished story, and perhaps one that doesn't need an ending. To this day, both agencies remain silent. No confirmation, no denial. This silence is not due to lack of information, but rather a strategy, keeping everything in a gray zone where public speculation sustains itself, until it eventually fades. Yet the Jungkook Winter narrative, whether true or not, leaves a lasting imprint. It illustrates that in modern K-pop, a scandal is no longer just an event, it is an ecosystem, where media, fandom, and agencies interact dynamically. And at the center of that ecosystem, idols are not always the ones in control of their own stories. Perhaps the most important question is not whether Jungkook and Winter were ever in love, but rather, if they truly were, did they ever have the right to hold on to it?